Have you ever wondered how trauma can influence your relationships? Trauma, like an unseen anchor, can weigh us down, influencing our interactions and connections with others. It's like a ghost from the past that sneaks into our present, altering the course of our relationships, often without us even realizing it. Past traumas, whether they're from childhood or more recent experiences, can cast long shadows over our current and future relationships. They can shape our behaviors, our responses, our expectations, and even our ability to trust. They can create patterns that we follow unknowingly, patterns that may not serve us well in our relationships. Now imagine if we could navigate these murky waters, confront these ghosts of our past, and deal with these traumas. Before we dive headfirst into a serious relationship, wouldn't it be beneficial to unpack and address these traumas? It's not just beneficial, it's vital. It is crucial to address these traumas, but how does one do that? Let's dive deeper. First, we need to understand what trauma is. Trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience that can leave lasting emotional, mental, and physical effects. It can be a single event, multiple events, or even a long-term situation that overwhelms an individual's ability to cope. In the realm of relationships, trauma can manifest in various ways. It could be in the form of trust issues, fear of intimacy, or even patterns of toxic behavior. Now, trauma can be of different types: physical, emotional, or psychological. Each one carries its own unique impact. Physical trauma, for instance, might make someone overly cautious or defensive. Emotional trauma could lead to feelings of insecurity or unworthiness. Psychological trauma, on the other hand, might result in anxiety or depression. These effects of trauma can create barriers in forming healthy and fulfilling relationships. But remember, understanding is the first step towards healing. Now that we have a basic understanding of trauma, let's look at how we can address it. Addressing trauma is not an overnight process. It requires time and patience. It's like a journey, where each step you take brings you closer to your destination of healing and growth. Let's break this journey down into manageable steps. First, we have acknowledging the trauma. This is a crucial starting point. It's about recognizing that something traumatic happened to you, and it has impacted your life. This isn't about placing blame or dwelling in the past, but rather, it's about understanding your experiences and how they've shaped you. Next is seeking professional help. Therapists, psychologists, and counselors are trained to guide you through the process of healing. They can provide you with tools and strategies to manage your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors that have been affected by the trauma. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather a step towards strength and resilience. Then we have practicing self-care. This isn't just about bubble baths and spa days, although those can be part of it. Self-care is about nurturing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about doing things that make you feel good, safe, and calm. Whether it's reading a book, going for a run, meditating, or cooking your favorite meal, find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. Lastly, setting boundaries is an essential step. This is about understanding your limits and communicating them clearly to others. It's about saying no when you need to, and ensuring your relationships are balanced and respectful. Each of these steps is a piece of the puzzle, contributing to the overall process of addressing trauma. It's important to remember that everyone's journey is unique. What works for one person may not work for another, and that's okay. The key is to keep moving forward at your own pace, in your own way. Once we've addressed our traumas, we can move forward in our relationships with a healthier mindset. How does addressing trauma improve our relationships? Well, it's simple and profound at the same time. When we face our traumas, we're not just healing ourselves, we're also strengthening the foundations of our relationships. You see, our relationships are like mirrors reflecting our deepest selves. When we address our traumas, we polish that mirror, clearing the fog of misunderstandings and miscommunications. Addressing trauma helps us understand ourselves better, and that self-awareness spills over into our relationships. It empowers us to communicate our needs more effectively and to understand the needs of our partners. It's like learning a new language, the language of our emotions, our fears, and our desires. And let's not forget emotional bonds. When we share our vulnerabilities, when we let someone see our scars, we create a bond that's stronger than any trauma. It's a bond based on trust, understanding, and mutual healing. By addressing our traumas, we can foster stronger, healthier relationships. To summarize, trauma can greatly affect our relationships, but it's not a life sentence. We've delved into the depths of trauma, shedding light on its intricate nature and how it subtly yet significantly shapes our interactions. Understanding trauma its roots and its many faces, is the first step towards healing. We've also underscored the importance of addressing trauma. It's not about wiping our slate clean or forgetting our past. Instead, it's about acknowledging our experiences, learning from them, and using this newfound wisdom to chart a healthier course forward. This journey towards healing, towards a better understanding of ourselves, has a profound impact on our relationships. It fosters a depth of empathy, compassion, and authenticity that enriches our connections with others. Remember, it's never too late to address your traumas and improve your relationships. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with those who might find it helpful. Thank you for watching.